What's up, guys? It's Crash, and I wanted to talk about a tiny bit of news that's been going on with Call of Duty. It's a big week for that game. We're going to hear about everything tomorrow at Call of Duty Next. Speaking of that, if you want to come by after their show and break it down with Buff Nerd and I over on the scope, that'd be a lot of fun. We're going to do a special broadcast tomorrow evening after that's all wrapped up. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Love to have you come by and weigh in on everything you've seen. But let's start out with just a tiny bit of news, and then I want to talk about my big wish, my hope for Call of Duty Next. I kind of did this with Battlefield, some things that I hope to see in that game, and essentially I'm going to give my hopes for what we see tomorrow. But just a couple quick news things. I'm sure you've seen the Gunsmith 2.0 everywhere. I just wanted to give you a TLDR on it, what I think about it. Once you get to like level 13, they gave the M4 as an example, and you can kind of see the flowchart in the lower left. You actually get a new receiver, which is essentially a new gun within that family. All those attachments that you unlocked previously to get there can also fit on the new weapon. They said they wanted to eliminate the grind a little bit, which I think that's awesome, because there's a lot of guns I don't use in Warzone because I don't play it too often, and I don't want to play multiplayer, especially Vanguard, for like 3 hours to unlock everything. So if they can cut down on that grind, I think that's great. They also announced vaults, weapon vaults, which are essentially cosmetic blueprints where everything is color coded. I know when you had a blueprint in the current Call of Duty, when you started swapping out attachments, they had like the default skin color or some other color of attachment from a different blueprint, and it kind of would look silly or kind of wipe out the cosmetic that you unlocked or bought or whatever. So I think that's really cool. The only thing that was a little sus about that was it said if you have the FGX Cinder vault, everything's unlocked. All 50 attachments are unlocked, and if you're able to buy a blueprint and unlock everything, that's a little borderline pay to win. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see how that goes. A couple other really quick things that have come out from the settings that I thought were interesting. Vehicles looks like you can toggle off thermal night vision for vehicles. So we know that Call of Duty is trying to do a lot with vehicles in ground war. FOV on consoles, awesome. Fire range, we've already talked about quite a bit on this channel. It is going to be there. Perk packs, so packs kind of broken down of perks for different things and different play styles. There were as many as 4 on the screen. There also is a vehicle customization page, so it looks like there was that previously, but again, it's on the front page. You don't have to hunt for it. They could potentially be trying to go kind of all in on that ground war vehicle battlefield type mode. Essentially, I wanted to talk about what I want to see tomorrow, and I've thought about this quite a bit, and let me know in the comments what you guys are hoping to see tomorrow with Call of Duty Next. They're going to talk about Warzone 2 multiplayer and pretty much everything that we're going to expect moving forward. There's even rumors of a new launcher, a new hub for all Call of Duties to live under, to launch from. And basically the thing that I want to see is I want to see a commitment to balancing and fleshing out these modes. They're trying to do a lot of stuff. We've talked about it quite a bit over on the scope. They're going to go ground war to try to go after maybe the Battlefield community. They're going to try to do sounds like potentially a hostage mode for like Rainbow Six players, DMZ for extraction, Tarkov, Cycle Frontier players. Then you have the standard multiplayer and like everything, and then the battle royale with Warzone 2. They have all these different modes that can appeal to all these different types of players with different likes and things like that. But I want to see a commitment to fleshing those out. I don't want to see a hazard zone. If they're going to do DMZ, I want it to have maybe different movement that fits with that game mode a little bit more. Don't be afraid to make the game play well with all of these different modes and the flexibility that comes along with it. I want to see like DMZ to have a lot of challenges, a lot of reasons to keep playing, deep progression, maybe possibly like a little bit of a story mode or storyline in Quest. We know we've seen from leaks from the Warzone alpha that there are different kind of keys and things you can loot. There are different kind of challenges and stuff like that. So for DMZ, I really hope that they go all in and show a commitment to fleshing that out and making it a full-fledged mode, not just an attachment to Warzone, kind of like we see Plunder now. The same with Warzone 2. I want them to not be afraid to make it play well and balance it properly. I just worry about them going the same meta route with Battle Pass weapons being super strong so people pay for them. Again, we can see from all this stuff coming from Call of Duty, they really don't have any like AAA competition. They're kind of the shining light on the hill for AAA shooters as far as success goes. Now, you may not enjoy the game as much, but like as far as just overall financial success, this game is likely going to stay at the tippy top. And then again, like if you go into like the ground war modes, we're allegedly supposed to get a pretty fleshed out ground war. You know, they talked about some different modes within that, so potentially like a rush mode from Battlefield would be really cool. I hope they go all in and take the time to properly balance the vehicles, maybe get streaks out of that game mode. That didn't work very well, in my opinion, in Modern Warfare 2019 Ground War. Hopefully the maps play well, and they kind of just, you know, maybe balance stuff different to play well in these large settings. The same with the hostage mode. I hope that it is, you know, fully fleshed out, not buggy, and is balanced and makes sense. I just hope they're able to change everything, because I think with all these game modes, the wide gamut of demographics of players they're trying to encompass with all these different game modes, I don't think a one-size-fit-all for balance and mechanics is going to work in any way that I can think of. Again, they're a lot smarter than me. You guys are a lot smarter than me, and maybe can allude to some of those down in the comments below. But I just want to see a commitment to balancing and fully fleshing out all these different modes. You've heard the term jack of all trades, master of none. I hope that's not the case. I hope resources aren't spread too thin, that we get a bunch of half-assed modes, if that makes any sense. There's a lot of people working on this game. There's a lot of studios working on this game. Let's hope that the management and time that they had was put to good use, was efficient, and all these modes are fleshed out. That's what I'm most interested to see. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow evening. I can't wait to see you.